Welcome to the Highly Anticipated Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Raphael. I got on me Tyler Pouncey and Will Young. How y'all boys doing today?
It's a great day.
Oh man, good.
MSU.
Them boys still in the tourney, Michigan State?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big dubs today against Marquette. I don't know why people so high on Marquette, but relax.
Oh no, man.
It's
Marquette some dogs though.
Yeah, them dogs is going home.
You think Michigan State going all the way?
No, bro. I'm not stupid, but like I got them losing in the Sweet 16, but whatever.
16. I mean, that's gonna lead us to like our first question actually. Like, what would you guys say is the biggest surprise so far in this tourney? I'm gonna start with you, Ty.
Probably FDU. Like
Franklin Roosevelt University.
You better put some respect on them boys. They in the game right now. But no, it's probably them. Because I mean, everybody knew or should know how to beat Purdue. Just double team like Edie and make them boys shoot. And Purdue was out there shaking in their boots towards the end of the game at the 3-point line.
Yeah.
So it's definitely them. But Purdue been selling for the past 6-7 years, so we should have known that already.
Yeah.
Trash. It's a trash team.
You can go, Will.
Honestly, yeah, I'll probably go. I mean, obviously it's got to be FDU too. Most shocking team. Like they shouldn't even be here. Realistically, it should be Merrimack.
Yeah.
The team that won the conference, they just ineligible. So that's even more embarrassing, bro. You just lost to a semifinal team. Like
that is like kind of crazy, like to even think about, because them boys lost in their conference championship. But the only reason they're here is because that team just transferred D1 that they played, and they have to be ineligible for a couple of years.
Yes.
Like,
they just got an automatic. So when they beat St. Francis in the semifinals, they had already made it. They were just playing that for the conference.
Literally just for the title. Boys had four wins last year.
Yeah, I did see that. That's crazy.
That's nuts. Like that's crazy. But I probably agree with you. I'd probably say Teddy Roosevelt University probably got like the biggest upset so far. Let me stop playing with them. Them boys tough. They tough for like I don't know. They play like a different brand of basketball. Like it's like I know that school's in Jersey, and they literally play like some Jersey hoopers, like just some isolation, get to the cup. Like I'm just better than you type offense.
And they small, so they just play fast.
Yeah, literally, bro. That boy, that 7 footer on Purdue was just catching just everything they pass. They had like 3 boys on him.
It's crazy.
I think Kansas is up there too, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't think it's on the magnitude of Purdue losing, but I think Kansas losing is like.
That definitely was for sure.
I did not think Arkansas could.
You got to think though, Arkansas was supposed to be way better than what they was.
That is true.
Yeah, that is. But Kansas was crazy though.
Yeah. But I mean, Kansas was BSing the whole year. Like they was losing to teams they shouldn't have lost to.
But they still.
If you go look at the Big 12, I don't remember the last time Kansas ain't won that conference. Like they supposed to be kicking everybody out of the conference, but
they lost to Texas in the Big 12 championship. Then I think they lost to Texas. I'm pretty sure they lost to Texas.
Oh yeah, I think they got smacked.
Yeah, they lost to
Arkansas
Texas.
Was definitely supposed to probably win their conference.
I mean, they got 3. Arkansas got 3 highly touted draft prospects.
Yeah, Black. I want to say Walsh and
Nick Smith.
Yeah,
the guard. He been hurt all year though. Well, not all year, but in and out. Because I know when they played Creighton, that game was supposed to be good. This man was suiting up. He ain't even playing.
Yeah,
he's sitting on the bench.
Yeah, facts. I mean, who y'all think's probably gonna win the tourney? You got to pick.
I got Houston in mind. So, and honestly, I really don't like. I don't like Houston to win it all based off what I've seen. And if Marcus Sasser is playing through injuries, he still played good yesterday, but he's
a
tough.
bucket.
No, he's tough, bro. He's tough.
But
I don't know how long that's gonna hold up. And I don't know. They just been struggling. But I mean, I still chose them. I still think they have a really good chance. Obviously Alabama, they're rolling, super talented. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go Houston.
I'm gonna go Bama. I'm not gonna lie. Brandon Miller is crazy. Like
nuts, bro.
Aside from I think something I really want to give him credit for is despite everything going on around him and everyone making all them jokes, with the whole criminal investigation, whatever was going on with that. Like this man still's walking in the gyms and just giving dudes buckets. Like he doesn't care. Like dude got a whole case he fighting it. Like he's just getting a buck. But I like Bama. I like Quirley, Miller. They're well coached. So I think
Jelly JQ.
I think Bama will probably win.
Nah, probably not. But
I mean, that's my opinion. So.
Sorry.
What you think, Ty?
I was gonna piggyback off you and say Bama. Like they got the whole team. They got a. If you think about it, every time you need to win that championship, you got to have a bucket, and their bucket is Miller. They got Quinley, who's a pure point guard. Then they got the other guard. I think it's number 1. I don't want to mispronounce his name, but he cooked somebody today. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but I know what you're talking about.
He had another bucket too. So they got a decent big man. So I think as long as because they said something about Brandon Miller being like kind of nicked up with a groin or knee injury or something.
Yeah.
If he's straight with that and they can keep hooping, I think they're gonna do it because I think their only competition to win it for real was probably KU. Honestly.
Yeah. Got bounced.
Exactly. So I'll probably say no.
Not facts. Do you guys probably have like a dark horse? Like my dark horse would probably be Kansas State. That's my dark horse. Like,
yep. I was just gonna say that.
Do y'all have one?
I gotta see who in there still.
I'll probably go. I was gonna say either K-State or low-key now. No bias, MSU, and it's only because of the path.
Cut that out.
Keep going.
My bad.
Hey, it's only because of the oh shit.
Yo, gonna stop laughing.
I'll probably say K-State or MSU only because of the path that they have. Is kind of like that region. I think is just easier to get there at this point. If Michigan State beats Kansas or whoever wins the Kansas State Michigan State game, obviously is going to play Tennessee. Or is it Tennessee who they would play? Or Tennessee has to play? Oh, Tennessee would play the winner of I think FDU and FAU. So obviously Tennessee is going to win it. Tennessee's going to win that, and then that winner plays Tennessee. I think Tennessee doesn't make it that far, obviously without their starting point guard Ziegler. So
I'm looking at it right now. You're right. Like the path for them is.
It's not even close to the rest. So I'd say either one of those.
What would you say, Ty?
Honestly, I'd probably say Indiana if they finish this game. They play in Miami as we talking
that's
about.
Hot. That's a scorching take.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You got to think about it. They got a good guard. Their freshman guard. He like 6'6". He played good defense. He killer from the mid range. And you got top 5 player in the country in Jackson Davis. Like he a walking 20 and 10. Like they all play good defense. They're well coached by former NBA coach and Mike Woodson. So I mean Indiana, they have 4 seeds. So I mean I guess you can say a dark horse, but I mean out of every other team, that's one of the most like veteran besides their point guard too. Like they pretty like they're not young, so I feel like Indiana might do something.
No, facts. I mean that's not a bad take at all. I can see like where you're coming from with that. But like what about like FAU and bro, I keep forgetting their name, bro. It's crazy. Farley. Was it Farley? Farley Dickinson, bro. Like Dickinson, I ain't gonna lie, I got FAU tonight. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I do too. They better not choke either.
FAU been looking good all year. I think they boys lost like 4 games this year.
They won 30. I said, sheesh. It don't even matter about the competition in basketball because
you win 30
good night and bad nights. And for you to have 30 good nights is crazy.
Where y'all like if y'all go look at y'all points right now for March Madness, where y'all at for that?
Let's see.
You already know it's lit. Look.
90.7. You probably can't see it, but
well, you said 390?
No, 90.7. Oh, 400. My fault.
Damn, that's pretty straight.
Where I'm at a smooth 440.
Damn, y'all make me not want to show mine.
99.6
What you at?
percentile. You feel?
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, and for all of y'all out there who's making 10 and 20 brackets,
I'm kind of down bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Is it under
I'm at like 360, but I ain't gonna lie.
come on,
No, bro.
So,
bro, because I put like, bro, I had Oral Roberts beating Duke in the first round. I ain't gonna. I thought that boy Max was
going to at least make it to the
can't get
Sweet
upset
16.
happy, bro.
bro.
You gotta
And
vibe.
then, who else did I pick? Obviously, everyone's bracket got messed up with Arizona.
Oh God! Once I seen that, I said, "Yeah, that's."
Didn't think that was gonna happen.
That messed me up a little bit too.
Did I pick Montana over Kansas State?
I did in a couple of mine for sure. Yep, there you go.
I'm crazy.
That's a foul.
Yeah,
There's no way I accidentally picked that. I picked Montana State over Kansas State. I don't even know who's on that team.
Nah, you believe that with your heart. You picked that with your heart.
I'm sick.
Shocked.
I'm sick. Oh my God, bro. I'm actually like sick right now looking at this.
It's all good because ESPN send out that notification that say bracket busted, second chance. Bro, just try again. Just do another one.
Right, nah, it's fine. It's whatever. You know what's crazy though? Like how like nobody has ever had a perfect bracket.
It's never gonna happen, bro.
Like that's
they say you got a better chance at the lottery to make it
because it's impossible. Because it's impossible. It's really impossible, bro. But let's kind of shift a little bit to like some NBA news. I want to really start off kind of like a couple weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, we talked about like Jokic kind of was, front running for MVP, whatever the case may be. And I don't know what's been going on with the Nuggets the past couple games. I don't know what the boys are on, but I think they lost like the last 5 out of 6. So I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And Embiid and the Sixers have been video game mode.
They're rolling.
So really, I want to ask, like, bro, is Jokic just handing this MVP award to Embiid at this point? We can start with you, Ty.
I ain't gonna say handing it to him because it ain't his fault. Like,
yeah,
Michael Porter Jr. out there BSing, but Embiid definitely in first place by a good. I don't want to say a landslide, but it's definitely close right now off the past probably like 10 games because Embiid's still been hooping and Jokic still doing what he do. Like he gonna get that triple double. He gonna get 25, 10, and 8. But the Nuggets they lost 4 in a row at one point. You can't lose that. And then they in the first seed too, so they can mess up home court advantage and a bunch of more stuff if they go with the first seed. So
yeah,
I wouldn't say handing it to him, but he definitely tripping. They definitely tripping over there in Denver for sure.
Nah, facts. Well, start with you.
Yeah, I'll probably definitely. I definitely have to.
Why are you laughing? Like you just.
Oh man, I definitely had to say. I'm not gonna say handing over to Embiid. Yeah. Obviously, Embiid is definitely he has to be a front runner now to get the MVP. Even if Jokic, whether he averages a triple double or not, I mean, I think he's sitting like right at like literally 10.0 assists. Mm-hmm. So I just think if he finished below 10, unless he averaged a triple double again, maybe you give it to him. If he averaged 9.9 assists, do not give it to him. Just don't, bro. Like, just don't. Like, it's not as incredible to me no more. It's close. It's 0.1 off. It's still tough. It's almost a triple double, but it's not. Yeah. So at this point, I'd still say, give it to Embiid or still Tatum. Obviously he's still hooping.
Yeah.
Sixers are rolling. So if he keeps this up throughout the year, yeah.
No, I think I can piggyback off that. I mean, I think Jokic's just giving it to him at this point. I mean, he literally was the clear favorite a couple weeks ago. Like, no questions asked, like whatever it was. But Embiid's been like on a different world, and like it's funny because I see some tweets and people are like, this MVP award's like, oh, like here, man, damn, like because every year with Embiid, like, but he's hooping though. Like if he gets it, I can't even be mad at that. Like, like he really like been hooping type stuff. So I think Joker really is just at this point just handing this trophy to him, So, but as we're talking about Joker, so I got a list, right? I I want to rank the best to the worst. I'm gonna name 5 players. I'm gonna start with Will. I'm gonna name 5 players, and like you rank them from like best to
All right,
worst.
now say it slowly. Now say it slowly.
Y'all don't see. I texted it to y'all, so y'all can pull it up and go look at it real quick. You know.
My phone dead. I ain't
nah, you good. Nah. So, because I'm gonna say like. Y'all so funny, bro. I don't even know why we laugh.
I just looked at it.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all tuned in. I just gotta let y'all know we laughing, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, like I don't want YouTube to copyright me. And I saw the 2 videos on. So I was like, and he just low-key saw the message. Because I've been texting him the message low-key, but let's get back to the point. YouTube don't copyright. We it. We turned it off, man. We good. Don't copyright.
Come on, forgive us, bro.
Literally,
try.
But yeah. So let's rank best to worst. I'm gonna name the 5. I'm gonna say them slow for you. So we're gonna say Giannis, Jokic, Luka, KD, Steph. Rank them from best to worst. Starting with you, Will.
Best to worst. I'm gonna go. I mean, KD got to be 1 off rip. That's in a boot or out of boot. Don't care.
Okay.
At 2, I'm gonna go Giannis.
Yeah, right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now. Now. KD, like I said, boot or not. Giannis number 2. I'm gonna go Luka number 3. You said last 2 were
Steph and Jokic.
Okay. Best to worst. Okay, best to worst. I'm gonna go KD, Giannis at the 2. Number 3, Luka. Number 4. Wow, that's crazy. I'm gonna go Steph, and then I'm gonna go Jokic 5. Man, that's kind of weird, but
because he's like the front runner for MVP.
Because he's front runner for MVP. Yeah.
But no, I see where you're coming from. But you go, Ty. Like, who you like? If you had to pick best from worst between Giannis, KD, Luka, Steph, and Jokic, what's your order?
I'll probably go, like you said, KD, Giannis, Steph. Neither one of the last 2 play no defense, so I can't use that.
Yeah.
I'll probably go Luka and then Jokic. It's crazy, like Will said, it's crazy to put the MVP, one of the MVP front runners at 1 point at 5.
Yeah,
that's outrageous.
Nah, I mean it's not like like both y'all list is valid, because it's understandable. Like in terms of if you tell me I got to pick a player right now, I'm gonna pick either Steph or Giannis to start in terms of over Jokic, who's the front runner. But my 5 from best to worst between Giannis, Jokic, Luka, KD, and Steph. I'm gonna start number 1. I'm gonna go Giannis. At 2, I'm gonna go KD. 3, I'm gonna go Steph. I mean, I know he's been hurt, but I'm gonna go Steph. 4, I'm gonna go Luka, and then 5, I'm gonna go Jokic.
Yeah, dang. That's a consensus. Jokic 5.
That's crazy. That's just crazy to think about, But I mean, if you just look in terms of the stat sheet, I mean, like Jokic Loki clears, but I mean, I think we're looking at it just in the aspect of like who we rather have, and I mean, I'd rather have any of those players over Jokic. He's a great player. I'm not saying he's bad or anything, but kind of shifting from the NBA a little bit. Actually, let's stay in the NBA for just a little bit. Actually, I got one more question since we just talked about KD a little bit.
All right, yeah.
And I just wonder, Kevin Durant, one of the greatest players to ever play the game, prolific scorer, whatever the case is, yada yada yada.
Keep going.
I'm just asking you, especially like Will. I know like you knew KD from like way back, like when you were playing 2K, so like that's how you know him. So like. When you was using him on 2K. Anyways, but like since you know KD, I'm just concerned. Like, should we be worried about KD's durability right now? Because lately, I mean, he's, I was watching the video, man was going for a layup, twig snap, boy out damn near for the rest of the season. So I don't know, like, I'm just asking, like, seriously, like, should we be concerned about Kevin Durant's durability right now? Well, at this stage of his career?
The quick answer is obviously no, we should not be.
Okay.
He's had a couple fairly severe injuries, like when he ruptured his Achilles, the MCL sprain, obviously this ankle sprain, which, I mean, if the ball boys hadn't wet the court up beforehand, clearly somebody there had targeted Kevin. So if they had to mop that up, we wouldn't even be discussing this.
You would be having no issues. I feel you.
But no, we don't. I don't think we need to talk about his durability. And even if you were to discuss his durability in terms of should we be worried or concerned, there's no concern, because after every injury he's had, he's came back just as dominant, if not better. I mean,
100%.
He ruptured his Achilles. Next year came back, averaged 37-7. I mean,
100%.
So is it a concern? Is it frustrating? Yes. Is it a concern? Is it something that we should be worried about moving forward? I don't think so. These seem like little freak accidents that keep happening. Where
just unlucky, man. Yeah.
Just unlucky,
Yeah. 100%. Hey, 100%. What about you, Ty?
No, because I mean, if you look at his knee sprain, somebody bumping into his knee, like they falling on his knee and bending it backwards, and then you look at the ankle sprain. I don't even know how that happened. Like, it's not even the fact that it was wet. I think he just planted wrong, and it just
it's slippery. Bad. No, somebody planted.
Well, no one else slipped on that spot. Anyway, I mean, my fault. Keep going, Ty.
Wow. But no, I don't think it's a concern, bro. Like, he shouldn't even have to. He won't need to have the ball as much.
Yeah.
You got Book and DA with you, and then Chris Paul. So I mean, it's not like it's like him and Kyrie out there. So he'll be all right, bro. He gonna be straight. He do got to get some meat on them leg bones though. He tripping.
Yeah. We need some calcium.
Right.
Okay, but do I think Kevin Durant's durability is a concern? No. Only because of the fact of how he plays in his game, and kind of to Will's point, normally when he comes back even better. If he was more like Giannis, who, I mean, it just uses his sheer athleticism to get to the rim, or whatever the case may be, I'll be a little concerned, But Kevin Durant, I mean, he's literally an assassin when it comes to scoring the basketball. He doesn't really need to use, I mean, he can't because he's a twig, but he doesn't need to use his body to get baskets.
Well, not a twig.
He's a twig.
He was skinny. I mean, if you look up his weight, he is.
I bet you Giannis would have twisted his ankle off a slip like that.
Right.
I mean, you remember when Giannis, they bent his leg back. I thought that man tore everything in his knee.
Exactly.
And he came back in 2 games because
Well,
like Tyler,
Giannis also can't shoot a jump shot, so I guess
I'm just saying, he just got to piggyback off Tyler. He just got to put some more meat on his bones. I mean, I think at this point of his career, it's a little too late for that. Clearly, he wants to be that skinny, and that's fine. I mean, he's a bucket, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, he's sitting at about 240, 245, which is pretty good for 6'10", 6'11".
But I'm saying you can still be 2'4", 245, but like be muscular. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right. Personally, I don't think his body type just
Giannis looked just like KD when he came in the league.
Right, but they
just like
completely different genes. We don't know.
Are you trying to say because Giannis from Africa or something?
That's not what I'm saying.
Where are you going with that?
I'm just saying.
Are you
trying to say what genes Mama Durant has compared to Giannis? I don't know, but I'm saying his body
Giannis was the same size as KD.
He
just got bigger.
So 2 people lift the same amount and are
gonna I do not think Kevin Durant.
I'm saying if you put 2 people
next to each other and
they lift the same amount, they may have different results. Based off.
I don't know I don't know one person that's skinny that lifts 3 that benches 315. Find me one person. I bet I don't know one person that's built like a twig.
Skinny though is what I'm saying. He's not skinny. He's not skinny. He just looks skinny. He's not skinny.
KD's skinny.
That's debatable.
It's his build, bro. It's his build. It's just the way
he's built like this tree outside my window, and it's a skinny one. So
stable.
I don't know about that, and that's not a problem. I don't think it's a problem that he's skinny. I still think he's a buck. I'm just
not
saying
skinny. Like he's just. That's what I'm saying. He's not skinny. That's what I'm trying to. You keep
I
saying he's
think
skinny, but
Kevin
he's not.
Durant is skinny. I mean, it's
He
not
looks very skinny, but he's not actually that skinny.
What does that mean?
It means that It means that looks are deceiving. That's what it means.
So you would say so what is Giannis? Giannis is considered muscular, right?
Giannis is very top heavy.
So what, if I look at KD, what would you classify him as? Muscular?
I would say, oh wow, he looks skinny. Then you look at his weight and you go, oh, he's actually not that skinny. He's not as skinny as he looks, is what I'm saying.
Let's go past this.
I think Giannis, I'm pretty sure Giannis and KD weigh the same exact amount.
And that was my exact point. You just made my point.
Weigh the same amount.
You just made my exact point. You know that, right? Because I said you can literally weigh 240 and be muscular. You just made my exact point. You can't say he's
skinny. Just say that he doesn't have as much muscle. You can't say skinny. That's based on weight. Just say he doesn't have as much muscle as Giannis, or he's not as jacked as Giannis, or he's not as built as Giannis. But they weighted close to the same. So you can't say he's skinny. He just doesn't have that muscular build.
Come on. So he has no muscle.
Not no muscle. He's just not as muscular.
How much do you think Kevin Durant probably benches?
Oh my gosh.
I've seen videos of him throwing up 2 plates. No problem.
Can you send me that video after this?
If y'all look up the video now.
KD not bench 225.
A lot of people speculate and say that video is not real. I watched that video tons of times. Those plates look real.
And you know how sad that is, because you say he's 240. Being 240 and not being able to bench 225 at least more than 5 reps is crazy.
He can.
But you just said the video.
No, I said people think that if you go in the comments, people be like, "That's fake. They fake plates." No, that video is real. Kevin Durant.
When was it from? When was it from?
This was This was in OKC days, I think.
Oh, a minute ago.
Yeah,
a minute ago. Okay, and there hasn't been a video that's surfaced yet. Interesting. All right,
we're bigger. I mean, he's going through as a career. He moved people, so I don't understand how. All right, let's move on.
He not moving. He not moving Giannis. Anyways,
let's move on.
Let's kind of go to Tucker. Let's just go to PJ Tucker's 6'8". Okay. Anyways,
he's stronger.
I think PJ Tucker's 6'5". I said 6'8".
Stronger. He's stronger.
6'5".
But he's stronger.
Okay. All right. But that makes no sense. That makes no sense, because if I lift more than a guy that's 7 foot, the guy that's 7 foot is still gonna move me regardless. Because
that's not true at all. That's actually not true at all.
That's not true. Not true.
Not true. I don't know what y'all listening. The viewers listening, what y'all think, but that is not true.
I don't know what I've been told. I ain't the G.I. Joe. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the NFL now. So there's been some crazy trades, crazy signings that's been going on in the NFL world. I mean, that's the most news we've gotten in terms of NFL news in a very long time. That's good. So I gotta ask, I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, so I'm gonna start with this. But how do y'all feel about Ramsey to Miami? Start with you, Ty.
I mean, it's the best. It's definitely the best corner duo in the league. They had Byron. They thought X-Man and Byron Jones was going to work. Byron Jones can't stay on the field. So they said, well, we just going to get another number one, probably a top 3 corner in the league. And then, that's all they really needed was another corner on that side unless you say you need another quarterback, which I think they do. I mean, you got another corner, so they're going to be straight in the air. They should definitely be able to compete with the Bills for that division title every year. Yeah. Maybe even for the Super Bowl in a couple years.
Yeah. About you, Will?
Yeah, kind of like what Tyler said. I mean, obviously, I'm not really a big fan of the Dolphins. I could really care less about them. But on paper now with Jalen on that team, I mean, they have one of the most talented rosters, most explosive rosters, offense and defense now with Xavier Howard and Jalen. So I mean, but talk is cheap, man. They got a lot of work. They got a lot of work to do, and Jalen Ramsey was not looking like the best corner in the NFL out there last year. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be honest. You watch the film, watch some games. Lot of getting burnt. You can say miscommunication. There was
no, he getting cooked. Diggs was having his way.
He was getting cooked. He was getting cooked last year. So if y'all think it's gonna be sweet, that's all I'm gonna say. But we'll see. On paper,
he got a ring, right?
Yes, on paper. But
Ramsey got a ring, right?
Correct. He does.
That was got nothing to do with this past year.
Damn, that was against the Bengals too, ain't it?
They weren't close to getting a ring.
That was against the Bengals too, ain't it?
They weren't close to getting a ring.
My fault.
Ain't been since I've been in since the 70s. Yeah, talk about that.
Dan Marino.
Right.
I'm not gonna say or lie. Like Jalen Ramsey obviously isn't. I don't think he's the corner he was a couple years ago, but he's still a top corner in the league. I believe the Dolphins got a lot better, defensively, especially. I mean, now you have piggybacking off Tyler. I mean, Byron Jones couldn't stay healthy for his life. So now, I mean, you have Jalen Ramsey on one side and X on one side. Obviously, he's not the 10 interception X that he was a couple years, but he's still, a pretty good corner. So I think that's a lot better for the Dolphins in terms of have two dominant corners like that. And then, you have your inside rushers and you have Javon Holland as safety. So you got a lot of pieces defensively. Do I think it projects the Dolphins to Super Bowl status? Probably not right now, because I never thought the defense was really the issue. I think the issue is Tua. Tua has to stay healthy. I mean, when Tua was healthy before he got, 20 concussions, which makes me a little nervous because this man, I hope he's going to be able to remember his name in a couple years, because 3 concussions in a year is crazy. But we're going all in on Tua. I like Tua too. I think he's our quarterback if he can stay healthy. But he's going to be the reason if the Dolphins go far. Like our season is based on him. Like I said, our defense I don't think was an issue. Obviously you could always get better. They weren't perfect and they got better, but I mean, X and Jalen could do all that on defense. But if Tua's over here getting 2 more concussions, that doesn't matter.
Make a difference. Well, you should have got Lamar.
But we couldn't. We wasn't gonna pay him all that money. We paying too many people already. We wasn't gonna pay him all that money.
I got that much money left.
We paying way too much money. So it's like it's cool. Like I would love to have Lamar, especially in Miami. I mean, you're coming back to your home state. I mean, the Dolphins would have sold tickets, but
they would.
Tua though, like if he could stay healthy, I would be more happy if we got a top O line. I feel like that should probably be more of the priority, is getting the best offensive line that you can. But I mean, we got Jalen Ramsey, so I can't complain. And that brings us to my next question. With Jalen Ramsey going to the Dolphins, obviously with X and Ramsey, they're now one of the top duos in terms of corners in the league. So I know Gilmore went to Dallas, so that's Diggs and Gilmore. And there's one more corner duo I'm thinking about.
Eagles,
Slay and Bradbury, right? So between those 3 cornerback duos, start with you, Will. Who do you think is like the best cornerback duo in the league right now?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say probably on paper, Jalen and X. But Diggs and Gilmore, it's really a sleeper duo. A couple years back, Diggs was, he struggled. I mean, he got the most interceptions in the league, but in terms of giving up yards, he gave up tons of yards. I thought he made a jump last year, being better. It's just locking down his dude and not just being strictly a ball hawk. But Gilmore is a dude that can lock up, not necessarily a ball hawk. He's a dude that can really clamp up. And so when you kind of have those 2 styles on each side, one dude that's a ball hawk and then one that can just lock a dude up, they could be special. And on top of that, puts a lot of pressure with that defensive line. So just off that strength alone, off of the strength of the defensive line alone, obviously, and Micah Parsons, they could end up being the best cornerback duo. But I'm gonna go and say on paper, Jalen and X, but close second.
Yeah. What about you, Ty?
I'm gonna go with the wild one and say Gilmore and Diggs, because you got to think, bro. Gilmore was the best corner hands down. What 4-5 years ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like ridiculous. He won the not won the Patriots Super Bowl, but like that play, that end of the game play was basically winning the Super Bowl with his pick. But like you got to think, Gilmore then guarded everybody that's a wide receiver number one. Now he ain't even got to guard the number ones. He got to guard the twos. I mean, obviously you could put Gilmore on a couple number ones when Diggs match up better with the number two, but like normally Diggs gonna be guarding the number one. So you gotta, and Gilmore gonna teach Diggs so much. It's gonna be crazy in Dallas. But I'd say Cowboys and then the Dolphins and then the Eagles probably, because I don't really Eagles kind of wet the bed in the Super Bowl. I don't care what they talking about.
Yeah,
they was selling in that Super Bowl towards the end, especially. So they got to show me some more. They gave them boys too much money for how old they is too.
Yeah, facts. I agree with you. Well, in terms of the Eagles wetting the bed, but in terms of cornerback, who I think is the best duo in the league, not trying to be biased, but I'm gonna go Jalen and X. Like you said, you brought up how Gilmore was one of the top corners in the league back in a couple years ago. I mean, we could say the same for Ramsey, and he just was a top corner when they just won the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He wasn't the same, but he still was a top corner in the league. With him, I just want him to just play instead of running his mouth a little more, because he runs his mouth a lot sometimes and he gets burnt for it. So I just want him to be able to just play. I mean, he's a talented corner, if not one of the better corners in the league. Not the best, one of the better corners in the league. So I just go out there and play. I mean, you got X now, so now you have two corners who are used to guarding number one receivers. And to pick it back off Ty, it's like now one of y'all don't have to do that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say? So that's always going to be a win in my book. And that kind of brings me to the last topic. Just how we did the best to worst for the NBA, we're going to probably do it. We're going to do it not NFL edition, but with quarterbacks. So let me see who I'm thinking of. So we're going to let's do Lamar, Deshaun Watson. Oh, do I want to throw him in there? I don't want to throw Pat in there. I feel like it's too easy. He's going to be the best.
He's going to be number one.
Don't throw Pat.
Yeah, he's going to be number one.
What other quarterbacks can y'all think of? We can make like a 5 list here.
Josh Allen, Burrow, Herbert.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. So, Lamar? I said Lamar, Deshaun, Josh Allen, Burrow. You said Herbert?
Yeah, that's 5, right?
Yeah.
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 I mean, because Herbert would be at 5.
Yeah, I feel like Herbert would be an easy 5, though. If you like, who?
Say Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I guess
you could throw Jared Goff in there.
Aaron Rodgers. All right. So quarterbacks from best to worst: Lamar, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, and Deshaun Watson. Start with you, Ty.
Oh, Burrow definitely number one. Go Burrow. I'm gonna go Lamar, Josh Allen, Rodgers, and Watson.
But you will.
I'm gonna go Josh Allen 1. I'll go Burrow 2. I don't like that. Yeah, I'll go Josh Allen 1, Burrow 2, Lamar 3. Who is it left?
It's Rodgers
and Deshaun. I'm gonna go. Gosh, I mean, Aaron. I'm gonna go. No, that would be crazy. I'll go Rodgers, and then I'm gonna go Watson. Aaron is not that good no more, but
crazy.
Interesting. So my top 5 quarterbacks are from best to worst between them boys. Would probably start with Joe Burrow, number 1. Number 2, Lamar. Number 3, Josh Allen. 4, if we're going off right now, I'm getting Deshaun. and I'll get Aaron 5. Bro, he's just getting old on me, man. He getting old on me. It's a tough one.
I'm not upset about that, but you should not be putting Lamar ahead of Josh Allen.
I am, because you got to think about the weapons.
You
got to think about the weapons.
You shouldn't be.
You got to think about the weapons.
Buddy, I'm not
Lamar Jackson has never had the weapons that Josh Allen had a number one receiver in the league. Of course, he still managed to sell that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Lamar,
it's not just Josh Allen.
Who was Lamar? I mean, he had Marquise Brown and he left.
Overrated.
And then Lamar Jackson started throwing the practice players.
Yeah.
After Marquise left.
Even when he was there.
Lamar Jackson is not the better quarterback than Josh Allen.
I'm thinking
Josh Allen is great.
What makes
both?
What makes Josh Allen a better quarterback then?
Overall,
including legs and everything.
Only thing I can say, Josh Allen has throw power, but go Will. My fault.
Yeah, easily throw power.
Okay.
I mean, I think Lamar is underrated in terms of accuracy, but I'm probably giving that.
No.
Josh Allen threw a lot of picks this year.
Josh Allen
threw a lot of picks this year. Correct.
No.
I agree, but I'm just saying, bro. There's no, you can't say as of right now that Lamar is better than Josh Allen.
Why not?
Crazy.
I'm asking, why not?
Lamar can control.
Why is that a debate? I don't think it's wrong to say Josh Allen's better, but why is it not a debate? Like, you're just dismissing it. Like, Lamar's not
saying
even
that it's not a debate, but
Josh Allen threw 14 picks last year, and he threw 15 the year before. So we really want to talk about accuracy here? Let's look at Lamar Jackson. Granted, Lamar was hurt this past year for a majority of the year, so I'm not even gonna really think about that. But what did Lamar?
So being that he was hurt the majority of the year, how can you even say that?
What do you mean?
How many did he throw in the game?
Lamar had one season where he threw over 10 picks.
But he don't sling like that.
That's what
saying. He had 36. 2019, 36 touchdowns, 6 picks. 2020, 26 touchdowns, 9 picks.
But he's not slinging.
He's
not in
because who is he going to sling it to? That's what I'm saying. Like, why would I be slinging it to somebody that we just signed for the practice squad?
If Lamar was slinging it as much as Josh Allen, would he have as much interception?
Listen, do you think Josh Allen would be just as good right now if he had the exact weapons that Lamar Jackson had?
There's a lot more that goes into play. There is. There's an entire system. The entire system on the Ravens is built around Lamar.
Okay. And it's not built around Josh? I mean, he literally runs that offense himself.
Yes, but it's
not built around him?
It's a lot different, bro. Josh
Allen. I think it's really built around him. I mean,
Josh Allen is not.
They didn't even throw the ball. They didn't even throw the ball to Diggs in the playoffs.
No, Josh Allen is not asked to do as much as Lamar. That is a fact. He is not asked to do as much as Lamar. That is a fact.
You said Josh Allen's not asked. Okay, so
he is not.
So then, wouldn't the player that's being asked to do more be better than the player that's not being asked to do as much? Because Lamar is capable of doing it. That's why he's asked to do so much.
Right.
He literally has to. That's the way the offense is built.
Do you think? And I'm saying though, if Josh Allen was in that same position, would Josh Allen have an MVP year? Would Josh Allen still be one of the better quarterbacks in the league, like he is? Would he be like he is now? You're forgetting Lamar won MVP one year with the weapons he had. I think that might have been the year before Marquise got there. So,
I think if you flop Josh Allen and Lamar right now, I think they probably pan out just the same, if not worse.
So you give Lamar Jackson Stephon Diggs.
Yes, correct.
You think he would throw the same stats that he had?
They win the
Super Bowl. I think the Bills either pan out the same way they did, or they're worse. That's just my personal opinion.
That don't even, bro. No. I just don't understand. That's my only.
So who would you rather have if you starting a team, Lamar or Josh Allen?
Well, now you're thinking about it. You were so serious that it was Josh Allen.
Bro, because obviously, like Lamar is he's a super talented player. Like he's the most explosive quarterback in the league. Like obviously, I have to think about that. But in terms of who I'm going to start my team with, it's probably going to be Josh Allen.
Can't do that. because now this is where I'm like the argument doesn't make sense because like Josh Allen's never been in a position to have to do everything. So if I'm starting a team right now from scratch, I'm gonna go get the athlete.
Right. Go ahead and grab somebody who has to do anything and
that is capable of doing anything
for it. Okay, so do it. And
the thing about that's the difference, but that's the difference. That's the difference between football and basketball. Football, Lamar can only do so much at that quarterback position. Basketball, yeah, like one player can impact the game defensively and offensively. Lamar can play great in the playoffs.
You're saying who would you rather start your team with? Start somebody who's been injury prone over the last whatever seasons and has 0 playoff wins to show for it. So,
and that's his fault.
He's not injury prone though, but you can't give off an MCL
recently.
sprain. An MCL sprain is not injury prone. Injury prone is something that's torn. An ankle sprain don't make you injury prone.
You're injury prone if you start getting injured.
Well, you know how many ankle sprains we done got in our life.
That don't make you injured. Injury prone is if Lamar tore his ACL 2 times. That's injury prone.
Yes, Tua's injury prone. Tua is injury prone.
So he's not injured. So he's not injury prone, but he can't stay. He hasn't shown that he can stay healthy.
It's only been
one MVP. One MVP.
Look, anybody getting hurt in that aspect.
I'm not knocking, bro. I'm not knocking Lamar.
How is Lamar better? How's Josh Allen better? Josh Allen doesn't even have an MVP to his name, and he has all those weapons around him. And the media loves him, and he still never won an MVP. So explain that to me. Explain that to me.
Bro, because Lamar Jackson is
won an MVP in his second season.
He's the best
in the
rushing
NFL.
quarterback that we've ever seen. Like
Michael Vick, but
and the year that he won MVP, bro, was incredible, and he put up numbers. I'm not knocking.
So why is
we're talking about right now? You're gonna say somebody who was out the majority of the season is better than Josh Allen. I'm not like that's no.
Okay, so take a year where he played a majority of the season. Like it's just an anomaly that he was just had an MCL sprain. So like take a year that like where he actually like played.
But now we're throwing. Didn't you just throwing out hypotheticals? Because we're getting further away from the question. We're talking about right now. We're not talking about let's start comparing Lamar's MVP season to to Allen's best season. That's not the question.
And right now, Josh Allen hasn't been that impressive.
Nope. He sold in the divisional.
Playing as great as he
the divisional game, bro. Did you watch it?
I'm not gonna say that he's better.
How you not throwing to your best receiver?
That's why Diggs.
I agree.
On the sideline.
If Diggs leaves,
why Diggs is pissed. If Diggs leave, it's his fault.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting to see how good of a year he has.
Where is Diggs gonna go?
Don't know.
Miami.
Maybe he should go back to the Vikings.
Miami, the Vikings, no. Because what's his name? Shit, if Justin Jefferson's smart, he'll leave. Come on to Cincy. Bring the band.
He's not going to
Cincy. Hey, he don't like Kirk. He be cussing at Kirk every game.
He loves Kirk. Kirk then got this man.
The amount of receivers y'all have over there,
no,
bro.
that is not why. It is
y'all do not need any more receivers over there, bro.
Will, that is because of Kevin O'Connell. The same way Cooper Kupp had all them yards and offensive player of the year.
And that's why he got hurt the next year because they kept trying to use the
reason why he got all them awards, the offensive player of the year, is because of Matthew Stafford.
They threw the ball to him every play.
What? No, it's because of Matthew Stafford. He's the one that he was an elite quarterback.
You could have put anybody back there in with that offense. And it would be the same thing.
I can't lie.
Matthew Stafford is not
Matthew
like
Stafford
that.
On the Lions was a tier 1 quarterback.
And they got tier 0.
I don't know about tier 1, but he was up there. He was close. He was close. I don't know about tier 1.
Tier 1 quarterback. I think he was a tier 1 quarterback.
When we say tier 1,
not tier 1. He
what
was
do you?
Borderline.
Hell no.
What other quarterbacks do you classify as tier 1? Will just say. What other quarterbacks do you classify as tier 1? Will?
Tier 1.
I'm saying when he was on.
So like Patrick Mahomes is tier 1, right?
Tom Brady.
So you're saying that like Matthew Stafford was on the likes of Patrick Mahomes?
I'm not saying he was as good as Patrick Mahomes.
You just said he was tier 1.
Tier 1. I didn't say that doesn't make him better than Patrick Mahomes.
So you're putting him in the same group with Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Obviously, I'm talking about like when he was in Detroit. Tom Brady, whatever. I don't think Mahomes was. What was Mahomes?
In the last 10 years, we count that. Yes.
Mahomes.
Yeah. Rodgers, Brady.
And you saying Matthew Stafford
Drew
was
Brees
in that group?
Correct. Yes,
Hell
I am.
No.
All right, let's go. Let's go to
No.
time to hit the internet.
Wait.
Y'all are tweaking. Y'all are tweaking. It's fine because y'all don't watch the lines, and I get it because
No,
most
it's
people
not.
don't.
Tier 1, bro.
I get it, bro. I get it.
You're basically saying he was a top 5 quarterback in the past 10 years. That's basically what you're saying.
So Matthew Stafford was on?
Is that what you're saying? There's no way.
That's a crazy take, family.
Just go ahead.
I could say tier 2 and close, maybe like right under tier 1, but like I don't know about that was not in that group. He was good though. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, shoot, you could argue and say Calvin Johnson made him good.
Backpack.
So let's go. So he was on the line. Let's pick his best year, 2011.
Calvin Johnson was there, right? Or no?
Yep.
Bro, I saw some highlights. I was just throwing it up.
Ain't that when Calvin Johnson broke that record? Or almost broke it? Hell no.
He was just throwing it up. He was throwing jump balls the whole play. That was just jump balls.
Throw it up. I know in some of them playbooks and during the games, yep, just throw what they say, F it.
Let me go. Let's go to 2011 NFL. 2011 NFL passing stats.
No, I gotta go look at Calvin Johnson, 2011, bro.
Go look at him. What are you talking? Like, if y'all think that it's just the receivers that make the person, that's ridiculous. Matthew Stafford was putting up numbers without Calvin Johnson.
That's not what I'm saying. But you're saying he's a tier 1 quarterback. Are you saying
2011?
Okay.
2011. He was third in passing yards with 5,038. Tom Brady was second with 5,235. Drew Brees was number 1 with 5,476. He was ahead of Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Phillip Rivers.
Calvin Johnson has 16
Matthew Stafford also had more touchdowns than Tom Brady and 5 less than Drew Brees.
Calvin Johnson had 1,600 yards and 16 touchdowns that year.
1,600 goddamn yards.
16 touchdowns.
I'm talking about over the past 10 years, Matthew Stafford been a tier 1 quarterback. That's what I'm asking.
Bro, there's been periods over that time where he was I'm not saying the entire length. No. The entire 10 years, no, he was not a tier 1 quarterback.
I would say when he started playing
to say.
I would say when he started playing for the Rams, like I would say for at least a good 5-6 games, that boy was in contention for offensive player of the year.
On the line,
you could have been in contention for offensive player of the year on that team.
I just told you in 2011. In 2011, he was a tier 1 quarterback.
No. You didn't.
What made him not a tier 1 quarterback?
You just specified 2011. At first, you were just making it sound like he was like always in the group and Mahomes in them.
Bro, I was saying when he was on the lines, at points he was a tier 1 quarterback.
Okay.
Not his entire career
Y'all
on the lines.
You're right. All right. Well, you're not right, but
don't give him that bullshit.
Bro, so in 2011, when he was third in passing yards in the league and had the second most touchdowns in the league, that's not tier 1.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson.
Jameis led the league in throwing yards. What is you talking about for 1 year?
So is Jameis a tier 1 quarterback for that year?
There was no tier 1 quarterback.
Also threw like 30 interceptions, bro.
Okay, that's fine, but you still led the league in passing yards.
But it doesn't matter. You have to look at the overall body of work too. Like
you just switched it though, but you didn't start with that though. Like you started with talking about the pass yards, so he gave you a point that Jameis was leading the league in pass yards. So does that make Jameis a tier 1? Shoot, Jameis might be tier 7. He's his own tier.
It's 10 quarterbacks I'm picking over Matthew Stafford in the past 10 years. I'm sorry. It's easily 10.
Do you want to pick 2011? Because you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle finding 10 other quarterbacks ahead of Matthew Stafford on the year when he threw 5,000 yards.
But why are we going off 1 year though?
Everybody had one great year.
I'm just saying we can go off other years too.
But everybody
that's why I said the last 10.
The last 10
let's say the last 15. Let's say the last 15.
Besides the 1 year where he got injured, I doubt that you'll be able to find 10 quarterbacks better than Matthew Stafford. Any of those years with the Lions.
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, and I can't stand him. Patrick Mahomes. What you make Super Bowl win? I don't even like, and I can't stand the Steelers. He got a Super Bowl win. So,
bro, that entire team though. That's what I'm saying. Matthew Stafford was easily one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league. But you have to look at the team too. The Steelers also had a squad. The Lions didn't have nobody, bro.
Calvin Johnson.
They had Calvin Johnson, and that was it.
That's all you needed. Just throw jump balls.
Yeah, we went 0-16 that year. That tells you that it didn't matter.
He's a tier 1 quarterback.
Wait, they went 0-16 when he had 50-something.
He went 0-16 in 2011.
Nah.
No way they did. No way they did.
Can't get a dub. Oh no!
Bro, and you're saying he's not and you're saying he was a tier 1 quarterback and he didn't win a game?
He threw 5,000 yards on a team with fuddy duddies.
That doesn't matter. He didn't even have a win. And that kind of brings me back to the point.
Trash.
That brings me back to the point with Lamar. Lamar had no weapons, but still could put his team in playoff contention.
He's had a better team than the Lions. What are you talking about? He still had a better team.
He got a better defense.
Not offensively.
He got a better defense.
Lamar never had a Calvin Johnson.
That's exactly why the first year that Matthew Stafford went from the Lions to the Rams, was it because Matthew Stafford was a great quarterback, or was it because
they cut him out for that bullshit he was saying? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, go ahead and fix the router. Yeah, it said, look, you gotta stop talking, bro. They say, yeah, you
don't you do it.
Oh my God, bro. Where this man went?
Hell no.
Nah.
Bro.
I can't because I didn't even realize they didn't win a game that year.
None.
I didn't even realize that.
I remember that.
So it's like I can't like put you in like a contention like that and you didn't win a game.
Not one.
Like that just doesn't work like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Because it's like you gotta be
with Calvin Johnson.
Because you gotta at least be able to win like one game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you literally gotta be able to win at least one game where it's like
0-16.
Like you're straight. Like 0-16 is crazy to me. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know where he at. I guess it's just me and Ty. Nah, that boy shook. That boy out of there.
That bull. What Shana said, that bull job.
That bull job. That boy out of there. The internet didn't kick him. But shit, we gonna take that as a sign to sign off. Then I mean, we got enough content already. Good. But gotta play the outro music. You know we gotta play it, boy. You know we gotta play that outro music just to get everything going. Yeah. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I'm your host, Josh Raphael. I'm my co-host, Tyler Pouncey. We got our other co-host, Will Young, but that boy, the internet booted him off because he was talking that bull jive. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode, man. Like and subscribe, all that, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in.